Welcome to Campbellsville Raceway for Race 8 in Season 2 of the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series, the Family Pizza and More 250. Today, 21 drivers will tackle the 3/5 of a mile speedway in Campbellsville, Pennsylvania to see who will be crowned champion of the Family Pizza and More 250. Here are your drivers to watch. David Reagan starts on the pole for the race here today, wants to get his first ever short track win and his first ever win in the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series. Tony Stewart already has a win this season but wants to get his second win as he starts second place here at Campbellsville Raceway. And Jimmy Johnson starts third for this race here today and hasn't won a race yet this season, wants to get his first ever win in the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series as well. Here is your starting lineup. In row 1, we have David Reagan and Tony Stewart. In row 2, we have Jimmy Johnson and Jeff Gordon. In row 3, we have Ricky Stenhouse Jr. and Denny Hamlin. In row 4, we have David Gilliland and Danica Patrick. In row 5, we have Ryan Newman and Brad Keselowski. In row 6, we have Clint Boyer and Casey Kane. In row 7, we have Joey Logano and Kevin Harvick. In row 8, we have Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Jeff Burton. In row 9, we have Carl Edwards and Michael Waltrip. In row 10, we have Greg Biffle and Matt Kenseth. And in row 11, Kyle Busch. Now, for the command to start the engines. Drivers, start your engines! The engines have been fired, and as the cars roll off, the information of the race, 21 drivers will race 12 laps around Campbellsville Raceway. And the green flag is out for the Family Pizza and More 250. David Reagan and Tony Stewart lead the field of green down the backstretch and into turn number 2. David Reagan will lead the first lap of the race. Now Jimmy Johnson side by side with Tony Stewart going into turn number 1. Jimmy Johnson trying to get second place from him as David Reagan leads another lap in this race. Jimmy Johnson has cleared Tony Stewart and he's going inside of David Reagan for the lead. And Jimmy Johnson will lead a lap here on lap number 4. Jimmy Johnson gets turned and he's put in the wall and the caution is out on lap number 4. Let's see what happened here. Looks like David Reagan trying to turn into turn number 1 just clipped Jimmy Johnson and he sent him head on into the turn 1 wall right there. Hard hit for Jimmy Johnson. And I missed a frame there, sorry about that. But Jimmy Johnson will be out for the rest of the race after that vicious hit. And here is how they'll line up for the next restart in this race. We'll restart here with 7 laps to go in this race with Tony Stewart and Ricky Stenhouse Jr. on the front row. Stewart has the advantage down the backstretch and into 2 and turn 3. He will lead the 6th lap of the race. David Gilliland looking to get past Stenhouse for second. He will. He's going to try to get the lead from Tony Stewart here on lap number 8. Oh, Logano is around and along with Hamlin, and the caution is out on lap number 8. Let's take a look at the replay and see what happened here. Seems like Logano and Hamlin have been wrecking a lot recently. They wrecked last week at Potter County International Raceway, along with Danica Patrick, who was able to avoid the wreck, but it looked like Logano got clipped by Denny Hamlin, and that sent them both into the front stretch wall. And Joe Logano and Denny Hamlin will both be out for the rest of the race. And here's how they will line up for the next restart. Ready to restart with 3 laps to go with Stewart and Gilliland on the front row. Stewart trying to take the lead. Newman trying to make it 3 wide and he causes a big wreck down the backstretch. The caution is out on lap number 10. Let's take a look at the replay here. Looks like Newman tried to get the lead from Stewart, trying to make it 3 wide and go on the inside, but he hit the grass and turned the car around right into the field where he ended up running into Ricky Stenhouse Jr. there. Gordon spun him around. Spun Stenhouse around, that is. And then Casey Kane here doesn't stop in time and rams right into the front end of Ricky Stenhouse Jr.'s car, causing huge damage and a bunch of debris. And a red flag is out as Casey Kane, Newman, and Stenhouse are all out for the rest of the race. And here's how they'll line up for the next restart. So we're going to restart here with 2 laps to go with Stewart and Gilliland on the front row, and Danica Patrick goes to the inside lane, and she's going somewhere. Stewart in the lead at the white flag. What will happen in this final lap? Will Danica Patrick make a move? Yes, she will. She's inside of Tony Stewart at the line. Here we go. Checker flag. Stewart wins his 2nd race of the season. Take a look at the replay of the exciting finish. Teammates there battling side by side at the line, but Stewart just edges out Danica Patrick for the win in the Family Pizza and More 250. Tony Stewart won the race, then Danica Patrick, Kevin Harvick, David Gilliland, Michael Waltrip, Brad Keselowski, David Reagan, Jeff Burton, Kyle Busch, Carl Edwards, then Clint Boyer, Greg Biffle, Matt Kenseth, Jeff Gordon, Dale Earnhardt Jr., Casey Kane, Ryan Newman, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Joey Logano, Denny Hamlin, and Jimmy Johnson. In the points, Kyle Busch is your leader ahead of 7 points over Tony Stewart. Then David Gilliland down by 11, having a great year. Brad Keselowski down by 12, Logano down by 14, Waltrip down by 18, Kane down by 19, Biffle down by 22 points. Then Dale Earnhardt Jr. down by 25, along with his teammate Jimmy Johnson down by 25, Clint Boyer down by 26, Reagan and Harvick both down by 27, as you take a look at the rest of the points. Once again, congratulations to Tony Stewart for winning the race. I didn't congratulate him before. The next race is going to be the Hershey's 200 at Hershey Raceway. And the soundtrack that you are listening to is March to the Trenches by none other than Sam Spence. Thank you for watching the Liquid Thermostat Cup Series. See you at Hershey Raceway.